Hey guys, and welcome to Tech Tree. So, in today's video we're going to be looking at this bad boy. This is the NETGEAR FS728TP ProSafe 24-port Smart Fast Ethernet PoE Switch. So then, let's talk about it more. Okay, so let's talk about some of the main features of this network switch. So at the front we have 24 ports. These are 10 by 100 megabits per second. They're all PoE and they deliver data and power over one cable. To the left here we have 4 gigabit ports for high speed connections. These count as your uplink ports. So instead of having the uplink ports part of the PoE system, they've given us 4 dedicated uplink ports to the left of the system here, and these will be used to plug into your servers, your other network switches and routers. So it's easy to manage via a web-based interface, and we'll go into that more later. It facilitates easy deployment of wireless, IP telephony and surveillance devices. So this is what I intend to use this device for. If you look behind me you'll see 4 cameras, and those cameras are PoE cameras. So what that allows me to do is I can plug an Ethernet cable into this switch, run the cable to wherever I want in the house, and then plug the camera in. The camera will then be powered by the switch itself because the power runs through the Ethernet cable. This can work with Cat5, Cat5e and Cat6 cables, although I'd only recommend doing it via Cat5e and Cat6. 2 SFP slots, optional fibre connectivity, so these are these 2 ports here. Its advanced features include 802.1 ACIs, rate limiting, DSCP, TOS-based prioritisation, IGMP snooping. This also supports SNMP version 1, version 2 and version 3 network management protocol. So then, now let's talk about the rest of the device. So we've looked at the front, now let's look at the side. So on the right hand side you'll see we've got 2 fans. Now these fans are required because it's a PoE switch. On an unmanaged switch these fans won't be required because they don't need to send power through the ports. But because, like I say, this is a PoE switch, the power needs to come through these ports, thus requiring fans to cool the system down. You'll also notice that there's 4 holes here, and these are to rack mount this switch itself. And they're also on the left hand side as well. You screw the rack mount ears into this device and then you can rack mount it. If you look at the back, it comes with 1 power cable and connector. That cable is a kettle cable, and the power supply unit is actually inside the device itself, so that doesn't need you to require a big block on the end of your cable. So when you're putting it into a rack, you're saving space, so that's handy. We've got multiple screws to take off this case lid here, so they come off, and then on the left hand side we've got some venting. So these fans here on the right hand side, they're very, very loud. They're not as loud as some servers, but it does sound like there's a jet engine coming from my server cabinet. You may not want this for your home. It's definitely an office and enterprise bit of kit. Like I say, it's very, very loud. You don't want this sitting next to you. If you're, say, the device is sitting here and I'm trying to work on this computer, that's really going to drive you insane. And it doesn't really kick out much heat, so the fan's doing some good. But yeah, it's a very, very good switch. Okay then, so now what we're going to do is we're going to plug this device in via this 1 cable here. This is the kettle lead, like I said earlier. So then we're going to plug it in and you can experience the noise for yourself. Okay, so the device is now plugged in and obviously you can hear this. Let me just bring this closer and you'll be able to hear it more clearly. Okay, so we're now going to get to the online manager. My password originally was just password, that is the default that it comes with. Moving on, so we come into the home page as such, and the first bit of information is the system information. This is system name, system location, system contact. It gives you some other details as well. This is the IP configuration. This is where you can change the IP address of the switch itself. And this is just the time configuration. This is the device view. So here we show the switch, and currently we've only got one port plugged in. That shows green. That's connected to my current switch. I've now plugged in another device, refreshed the page, clicked on device view again, and you can see we now have a second device plugged in. That, I think, is a really good view. Definitely shows which devices are plugged in, and doesn't mean you have to go to the actual switch itself and view which ones are working, which ones aren't. So I'm not going to talk through every single system configuration item here. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can just navigate to the certain parts where you need to go to. You know, I'm just giving you a brief overview here of what's actually contained within the online manager area. But yeah, overall, it's, you know, the design isn't brilliant, but it gives you everything you need to know and everything you need to be able to customize your switch. So guys, thanks for watching. I will leave it here. This is the end of the commentary, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.